should be able to get that one out. At that point, I'm looking at there's potentially to tie the game, and you might need Wade for 2 innings. So once it got to the point where it looked like CJ was missing the plate a lot, we got him ready. We'd not have put him in the game had he not said that he was ready. The phone rang. He said he was ready. We put him in the game.
Phil, left.
Yes,
Joe, just kind of your general thoughts going forward for a deciding Game 5, and also the thought this was a very close series tonight, 5-0, but a ball that goes into the basket by a little bit, and the Russell error that allows another run.
Yeah, but give that. I mean, Taylor. I mean, that ball had to be absolutely crushed. That's into a gale, high, opposite field. All those factors are involved. Give him. I mean, that surprised all of us, obviously. Once CJ was having a hard time, I thought Wade can get out of this like I thought, and then four outs, and then we'll see what happens. But give Taylor credit, man, because you have to scald that ball to get it out. Oppo. We just have to do a better job offensively too. We've scored limited runs. Their guy was outstanding tonight, like we talked about beforehand. Strasburg was that good. The changeup was spectacular. We did not. Addy hit that one ball good to left field earlier that the wind knocked down. Otherwise, we didn't really have a good time against them.
On the right, Dan.
Yes, sir.
Joe, you just kind of touched on this, but Strasburg from the dugout, outside of maybe the changeup, or maybe just build on that. What stood out to you about his outing?
Gets ahead in the count. Fastball command is outstanding. He's really able to throw his fastball for a strike when he wants to, where he wants to. His curve was really good too. He had everything going on tonight. So if you don't get him really in the count, it's really difficult because he has these 2 other outstanding pitches to throw deeper in the count, curveball, changeup, which he did. The last time we played him, we tried to jump him early, but we didn't have a lot of success in Washington either. He's pitching absolutely at the top of his game right now. That is really good stuff. Give him credit.
Far right.
Yes, sir.
What did you think of Jake?
Jake physically fine. Command off a little bit. Battled through that. I mean, it was 90 pitches after 4, and I thought how about Johnny Lester tonight? Johnny Lester gave us a chance to win that game. But I thought overall Jake, stuff-wise, not bad, but not as sharp as he can be.
Dave in the middle.
Yes,
Joe, what's the mindset and plan for tomorrow with your pitching staff?
Well, you got obviously starting Kyle, and then Quintana will play the role of Johnny Lester tomorrow if it's necessary. So we talked about that pregame. If in fact it was really close, which it was, that was a good spot for Lester tonight. And then tomorrow, everybody's available tomorrow, so it'll start with Kyle, and Q's ready tomorrow to back up like Johnny did tonight, and then the entire bullpen will be fine tomorrow.
Back right.
Yes, sir.
Last time you were in a position was at Game 7. What's the message and mindset to the team heading into this winner-take-all?
Honestly, I don't say a whole lot. Actually, I don't say anything. I just want them to go and prepare like we normally do. Like I said, we just have to be offensively a little bit better tomorrow. They've been really good. We've been really good. So listen, they got a grand slam. I mean, otherwise, that was kind of like the same game, both sides. We walked a couple guys, which really hurt to set the whole thing up. But neither side really killed the ball tonight. They punctured the win. We didn't, and they got the win. But that's pretty much been the entire series. Both pitching staffs have done a great job.
In front of you, Mark.
Yes, sir.
So what made you decide to go with Lester tonight, and what did you think of the pickoff?
Well, the fact that he was available, we could have done him or Quintana, but he pitched before Q, so we went with him first. Knowing that we didn't know exactly where Jake was going to be tonight, so we talked about that in advance. And now, when that showed up, if the score was like we're losing 4-0, he would not have pitched tonight. It would have been Montgomery and the rest of the bullpen. But 1-0 at that part of the game, I felt pretty strongly about it, and so it was that. It was the fact predetermined that he's going to back up Jake tonight, and then Q would back up Kyle tomorrow night because we were able to do that. So that was it.
Phil?
Hey, Joe, on your hitters and the lack of scoring, what would you point to for the big issues and any quick answers for what would help tomorrow?
We just got to stay in our lane. In other words, not chase. But it's again, that's easier said than done. That changeup is so spectacular. We chased a lot. We were out of the zone a lot. And if a pitcher can get you outside of the zone, he's going to keep doing that. We have to be better in the zone. We have to force their pitchers in the zone more consistently and not miss your pitch when you see it. It really comes down to that. I don't know what the weather's specifically going to be like tomorrow night again, but we've been here before. Our guys are ready to play. It's been really an interesting series. Both teams have reflected one another pretty closely, and they got us tonight, so we just have to fly back east and try to get them tomorrow night.
Okay. We'll take one last one here on the left.
Hey, Joe.
Yes, sir.
you've been here before, deciding games. One I think we can remember from last year. What are managers, players, coaches like in a winner-take-all game?
No, the players are definitely going to be mentally involved. I mean, like they always are, but maybe even a little bit more. So coaches will go over their work a little bit more than they normally do. Although I'm really not an advocate of that. I just want us to go play. Just do our normal patterns. We prepare like this for every series, not just this series. So do our normal prepare normally. The difference would be, like we're talking about, Quintana's available out of the bullpen tomorrow night. Lester was available tonight. That's unusual. Obviously, or you don't even do that during a regular season. But for the most part, just if we could stay in our lanes at the plate, make sure that we see our pitches over the plate to swing at, and continue to play with the same kind of mental intensity, I'll be fine.
Thanks, Joe.
You got it. Same way out.